What's wrong, guys? You've barely touched your disturbing memes. Realizing you managed to escape the zombies. Remembering you're diabetic. Man, Scott Malkinson just can't catch a break, can he? Man, that fucking diabetes is getting him. My face when I finally realized that my late friend's request to meet him at his home, which I refused just because of I was feeling lazy, was actually a cry for help. Well, of course, Mickey, when you put it like that, let me inhale some air duster to forget about it. Don't do drugs. All right, Gru is going to teach us something. You and a group of scientists are experimenting with a plutonium core. Two surrounding neutron reflectors need to be held at a minimum distance without fully enclosing the core. A screwdriver will do the trick. Don't let it slip or your death will follow weeks of agony. I feel like my brain is like this big, and you have to have a brain at least like that big to understand this meme. Like, I got a big head, but like my brain takes up that much of it, so I don't understand what this means. I don't know if it's referencing something real, if it's referencing something in a video game, something fake, something from sci-fi. I don't know. I'm what modern scholars call an idiot, and what old school scholars call me after realizing, despite my years of recovery and reclaiming my body, I simply cannot enjoy any act of intimacy. And, you know, it was a matter of time before we had the friend suicide meme already, so it was only a matter of time till we got one like this about an assault. I don't like when I'm reminded of the bleak reality that we live in on this subreddit. I like whenever we get stupid little zombie memes or plutonium memes that I don't understand. You've died in a horrible car crash and you were put in a casket to be mourned. Asleep. You're conscious and still have the ability to feel pain. It's time for your cremation. Real shit. Whoa, did someone... Sound like someone just crashed into my apartment building. The other day, someone crashed into a telephone pole across the street. So I don't know. People don't want to fucking drive. Sorry, where were we? Feeling conscious during your cremation? Yeah, that would suck. But then for that standard, the cremation wouldn't even be the worst of your troubles. If we're going to expand on that idea, if death isn't the end of consciousness, then you're just going to be conscious after the death, after the pain subsides, and then nothingness is going to be eternally more damning than the cremation. Holy shit, what is this? No one... Asian people when they saw a child abuse victim around them. It's okay, really. You were properly loved. Oh, we got some reputable comments. Asian man here. I was raised by my old school Asian grandma. Quite frankly, what was normal to me as I grew up would be seen as abuse in America. It's not some big secret. Matter of fact, in Thai, we have an old saying that translates to, if you love your cow, tie it. If you love your child, spank him/her. Oh, my brain immediately went to the worst aspect of that. I was thinking like sexual. It literally just means like getting beat, like spanked or something. I used to get hit with like switches, like off of a tree, like a tree branch. If I was really, really mean and being bad, my parents would say, now go pick your switch. And then they like hit me in the legs a couple times. Me realizing I'm in the same moment I get slimed out in my dream. What? Oh, yeah. I don't know. My brain is not computing anything right now. I am literally brain dead. There is the brain. If they put like those brain monitors hooked up to me right now, it would just be a flat line. I would have the same brain activity as like Joe Biden right now. I don't know, man. I'm not conscious at the moment. Yeah, this is just your dreams coming true. Have I had any dreams that are me dying recently? Yeah, that hole right there. What the fuck? What? Infinite knowledge. You just have to jump. Okay, thank you for not taking the turn. You had me in the first half. I'm not gonna lie to you. It pays to read ahead, or at least read the full thing before you make your conclusions. I have finally found it. After 15 years, the scroll of truth. If God exists, we have no idea what their morals of good and bad are and how they will punish us. When the storm is coming and you need the diesel, but you suddenly hear screaming ahead, no, crying woman approaching. Never thought witches could be so eerie. These SpongeBob memes really are peak distressing memes. I mean, like, distressing memes, did they originate with SpongeBob? Or was it like the Trollface memes? It had to be one of those two. A military unit built a combat-driven robot that's 10 times stronger than your average soldier and can aim with perfect precision. Panic. Programmers inserted a code that makes it only attack enemy soldiers while on combat, and it's naturally peaceful with humans. Calm. One of the robots physically assaulted a programmer and proclaimed the human race to conquer. Panic. Holy shit, is that real? If that's real, we're very close to a robot uprising. I don't know why we're so obsessed with robots. We clearly see this play out on the sci-fi stage, and we're like, you know what? Let's recreate that. Which I guess that goes back to that whole life imitates art thing. Me watching a metallic ovoid with no propulsion rise slowly out of the lake before veering sharply into the clouds at breakneck speed. I'll be ontologically damaged for the rest of my life. Aliens or something? That's a lot of words that the words just went... Types of headaches. Migraine. Sucky. Hypertension headaches. Man, I hate that. Stress headaches too, dude. Headaches are like the worst thing that ever happened. And like, why did humans develop headaches? Why couldn't we evolve out of that? They suck. Watching as they put your body in the coffin because I fell into a coma. Yeah, it's like the title says, not really a modern problem unless you just go to like a really shitty morgue after you die. But that is like a genuine fear that I assume has happened a lot more than is documented. People just getting buried when they're in a coma and they're not really dead because the town doctor is a nitwit who just acts like he knows what he's talking about, and they just proclaimed him to be the doctor. And he's like, yeah, they're dead. They're dead. You know, they fell down 2 stairs. Oh, they're definitely dead. At dawn, they released the gas. It crawled across the field, filled every crack in the Oswek fortress, and nothing left human. An hour later, the gate opened. What came out wasn't alive, but it ran straight at us. Zombies! On my way to perform hideous acts on the family next door, I've concluded we're all just meat. What is this from? It's such a goofy little run. Such a goofy little creature. I would pat him on the head and go, oh, was a good boy. Alright, now we got a full course buffet of disturbing memes coming up, so you better eat up and you better be leaving out of here with your belly full. I want you to walk out of here looking like Santa Claus, but you better not be carrying a sack. If you steal my buffet of disturbing memes, I'll find you. 3 million people have to suffer like this, by the way. Agent Orange kills foliage. Step 1, wait for U.S. Air Force. Step 2, cover yourself in foliage. Step 3, barely survive, maimed from horrendous chemical burns, and pass your mutated genes onto future generations, causing them to develop deformities and terminal illnesses. Is it insensitive to say skill issue here? You call it a tragedy, I call it an opportunity. A zombie outbreak has begun in your area. The government sends in the military and eradicates the zombies. You've survived! It's been weeks, and they still haven't relinquished military control of the city. I mean, yeah, if there was an apocalyptic event, the government, you know they're going to take advantage of. They take advantage of everything. Like, if they're in a race with a grandma, and the grandma's about to win, but they see a chance they can kick her cane over and, like, make her fall so they can win the race, they're going to do it. An eternity still. I wished for a genie to make me immortal. It doesn't. Oh my, what the? Whoa. Holy head-splitting Jesus. Sorry, I got distracted. I didn't read that second part. It didn't take long to learn that immortal does not equal invincible. Like, it's not an impressive effect by any means, but I wasn't expecting it on a TikTok. But yeah, no, you're still alive and aware and conscious after all the pain of having your head. I want to know how that happened. Did someone hit you over the head with an axe? That had to been a sharp-ass axe or a strong-ass person. Or like in horror movies, how they're about to get sawed in half on a table that's like slowly going down a conveyor belt. That's what it looks like. The doctors watching the hospital take a dead woman's body to deliver a child. I'm with Flot Reacts on this one, man. That's my reaction. When you try to tell your mom that you're being held for ransom, but she mutters something about AI bullshit and ends the call. No, I think that's the complete opposite. I think parents and grandparents are the ones that are going to get fooled by AI bullshit calls. Because people are going to start calling your meemaw being like, hey, Grandma, I just flipped my car 30 times. Can you send me $2,000 for the medical bills and the car repairs? Thanks. And then the next time you see your grandma, you'd be like, hey, how you doing, Granny? And she's like, oh, I sent you are you better after the car wreck? After I sent you that money to get the hospital bills and the car paid for? You had a weird accent on the phone, but, you know, I always like to help my grandkids. It truly is. AI is dangerous for older people that don't truly understand. Even people that do understand it with how good like voice copying and stuff is getting. When you're trying to move on, but every time you look into the mirror, you get a reminder of them. What in the dog? Why do you have dog ears? What is this? I don't understand what this means. What does it mean? 9-year-old girl mind telling her what to do after she gets kidnapped by a man in a van. What?
Scream. I
don't think that's just a 9-year-old girl's reaction. If I get kidnapped by a man in a van, I'm gonna scream too. I think that's the proper reaction to do is scream. If someone's trying to kidnap you and take you into the white candy van, It stings. I sent my SOS to the world. No one opened the bottle to read the message. What is this? What is going on here? This looks like a doctor's table with a gun and a knife. This looks like a screenshot from a gore video. Anyways, it's break time for disturbing creatures on Pinterest. I really like looking through Pinterest because they have such strange and terrifying creatures. What is that? Biden's America? That's an ad. Okay, cool. And there's Freddy Fazbear. Well, let's start with this one. The Cone Zone. He's looming over the children's playground. Is he looking to steal some children? Maybe eat them as a midnight snack, perhaps? And there is a what? Is that just like a bunch of mouths formed into a grizzly bear kind of creature? What is it? Man, oh man. And there we got a floating head in a J.C. Penney's or something. Man, I didn't think it got much worse than the perfume section in J.C. Penney's, but now you got floating heads to worry about. I don't know what it is, but an entity in a public building like this is like a perfect setup for a disturbing image. It's been replicated over and over and over, and yet it's good every single time. Like, look at that. There's like a weird fucking cat creature, but it's in a school, so it's scary and creepy. Because it's like your brain's been there, but that creature is not supposed to be there. This is probably one of my favorite images just in general. Like, there's no creature here, but it's just like a void liminal space grocery store. I don't know what it is. Something about grocery stores without the lights on it's scary to me. It genuinely is scary. What's in the box? Oh my god, it looks like a hand and a head's in the box and some weird Illuminati symbol. Your dark web package has arrived. Oh my god, this picture here, what does this come from? I've seen this so many times, yet I have no idea where it comes from. Like, if I'm in Walmart trying to shit my guts out, I'm already in a shitty situation, no pun intended, and someone sticks their head under, you done in there, buddy? And they look like that? Like a mannequin? Ooh, no, hell no. I'm probably gonna piss on their forehead. What the Michael Jackson? Oh, I thought that was actually Michael Jackson. Oh, hee hee. Ooh, the creature is stopping you on the highway. I really like these animal ones, but they're all just, this one's goofy. Like, it's scary, but it's goofy at the same time. I think it's the face, honestly. I think it's just the face. It's just silly to me.
Hey, I'm here to spread the word of Christ, or also see if you want to buy our internet package.
That's what those kind of people are like. The ones that just show up and try to sell you random shit at your house. They stare in your camera like that. Looks like he's going up the hill on a roller coaster. You're on the fastest available route and you've seen the scoliosis monster there. I don't know why this just popped in my head, but could you imagine how silly and how much less scary situations or scary movies or anything would really be if people, like, curse words didn't exist? Like, someone pops up out of the closet behind me and I'm like, oh shoot, holy fork and beans, bro, you just clenched my butt cheeks together out of fear and fright. Or even just like you get simply startled and you're like, oh, poopy fart. Oh, you fart knocker, you cut me off in traffic. Why I oughta. I don't know, it's just something else. I think that'd be a pretty funny world to live in. What is going on here? Is that oh, that is the refrigerator's arm. Okay, that's a freaky fridge, I guess. Ooh, that's cool. I like when doorways turn into monsters. I think that's cool. It's a neat concept. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. That is really, really good. It reminds me of that Roblox game, the Roblox Doors game. It's like that creature, the tentacle one that scares you in the darkness. All right, my creature feature scratch has been itched. So let's go back to the memes here. Anything to win a game of Uno, I guess. Let the voices win, or draw 25 cards. Holy shit, man. A lot of these memes, I'm gonna have to blur a couple of these probably. That's a sewer slide reference. I'm probably gonna have to blur the whole thing. Jesus Christ. Go ahead. Exfoliate. Man, that's a potato shark. I didn't know what that was at first. That's a potato slicer. Still to this day, I'm too scared to check it and see if it was just like a implanted memory or a false memory or something. But I swear that I watched the Pain Olympics when I was younger, and someone took a cheese grater to their penis and like shredded it, like peeled it. I don't even want to know if that's real or not. I just kind of want to hope it wasn't. We'll hop back to Pinterest for some memes now. Scammers trying to stay in character after being spammed 50 images of mutilated corpses. Yeah, we know those are all corpses of Germa's victims. We all know them. People who pronounce GIF as GIF being sent directly to hell after meeting God at the pearly gates and calling him Jod. Yo, what's up, Jod? Is that the annoying orange? Hey, hey, Sisyphus. That is probably the most disturbing meme we have ever seen. Imagine that, already being tormented to forever push the rock up the hill, and then he just starts talking. Hey Sisyphus, hey Sisyphus, hey. Guess what? Tell Schrodinger that I survived. Damn, bro. Someone somewhere has that on a t-shirt and they wear it all the time and they love it. No, H.P. Lovecraft, don't do it. Step 1, have unquenchable hunger. Step 2, lose hope of escape on the journey. Step 3, stand amongst actions no man created as sirens scream your name. August 2021, Aurora Woods incident. I don't know what that is, but that sounds terrifying. Unironically, the Trollface memes, like step 1, step 2, step 3 Trollface memes, I like them a lot. They're like the best distressing memes to me. Here's another one. Oil floats on water. Wait for it to rain. Human skin is already oily. May 2021, New York City Heaven Stairway incident. Water floats on concrete. Drive out to the nearest lake. Cover your feet in concrete blocks. Disappear into the water. Yeah, the physics don't check out there. They need to patch that in the next Earth update. Hey guys! Oh shoot. I know that's like the Hat Man or Shadow People picture down there, but the other two I've never seen before. 9-year-old me seeing my favorite cop for the 3rd time this month. I'm gonna have to mute this audio, but I'll dance interpretively so you can hear it. CPS dance, am I right? Let's do the CPS dance for children being neglected. Woo! Some sins can't be atoned for. When my trans friend thanks me for being so supportive of their new identity, and I start to remember that one trans person I helped an online group bully into committing suicide in 2017. Man, I'm out of breath after reading that. They could have added some punctuations in there a little bit. I mean, I understand it, but punctuation would have been nice. I'll truly never understand why people get so boiled up and wound up about other people's lives that have nothing to do with them. Not even just other people's lives, but certain aspects of that person's life, like what their gender is or what their pronouns are. And they get so boiled up over that they literally rant and rabble on Twitter and become a bigot and then push family members and friends out of their life over it. Anyways, that meme can be turned into many political arguments, whatever. They got me McDonald's after, so I forgive them. 7-year-old me waking up to police dragging me out of the car when I was just trying to sleep. Man, we got that's two out of the 3 memes have been CPS, child neglect, a child in a not loving home situation. And that's just sad. That's just the bleak reality of the world, man. Industrial Revolution and its consequences. Hold on, let me full screen this. What is this? Virtual reality reunites mother with dead daughter in South Korea. Man-made horrors beyond my comprehension. This, oh my god. This is like, it's kinda wholesome, but at the same time, this is so dystopian and sad. This is not healthy. I refuse to believe this is a healthy coping mechanism. Like, I understand. Loss is hard to deal with and all that, but putting the person you lost in virtual reality to interact with him, a not real version, a fictionalized version of them, that doesn't seem there's no way that can be helpful. That's gonna create such an unhealthy dependence for that mom to want to go into VR just to see her daughter again. Oh my god, that's so sad and depressing, all bundled up into one thing. These memes are hitting hard right now. Should have just let the police handle it. This is the police chief. I'm calling to let you know we finally got the son of a bitch who killed your little girl. He had a video of the whole thing saved on his hard drive. You can rest easy knowing he won't see the light of day ever again. It's finally over. Me and my daughter's murderer I've had chained to my radiator for 2 weeks. I believe I may be confused. Wait, so this person's like using the murderer as a hood ornament? I mean, I fully support it. Wait, never mind. No, not the car radiator. He's talking about a radiator for his house. I like the idea of being chained to the car much more. Just tie him to the bumper or something and drag him around wherever you drive. I like that concept much more. Ignorance is bliss. God damn it. It's fucking oblivion awaits. 5-year-old me running around my hospital room after surviving a missile barrage on my city. Unaware I'm the last surviving member of my family. See what I mean, man? So, like, over half of these memes have just been depressing real situations that children have to go through in the world. It's sad. It's sad, man. It's sad, bro. What's up with these coyotes? What the fuck? Type of shit I say at 10:25 and 20:36 while taking out the trash. No thanks to these dumbass scientists. What, they're resurrecting the dinosaurs? I'd tame it. I'd be like Chris Pratt and the Jurassic Park movies. Whoa now. Whoa, 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 whoa. And then it'd eat my head off because you can't tame a fucking dinosaur. Rejected. Oblivion awaits again. New organ recently transplanted. My immune system. Oh, yeah. If it rejects it, you're fucked. It's so strange how the body works, seemingly works together, but in reality it doesn't. Some parts of the body are just blocked off from other parts of the body so that they can all function together. Because your immune system just hates everything. Your immune system wants to just kill everything. If it knew about your eyeballs, you wouldn't be able to see. The insurance company I've been sending a third of my paycheck to for 20 years when I asked them to cover my son's life-saving leukemia treatment. Yeah, dude.
Nope.
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 What if?
Nope.
Nope.
Insurance has to be the biggest fucking scam in the world. This video is way more real and deep than I expected it to be. I thought it was just gonna be goofy Skinwalker memes, but no. But it's definitely worth saying. Insurance is especially in America, I don't know about other countries, insurance is the biggest fucking scam in the world. It's stupid. It's stupid. And not to mention hospital bills in America are fucking crazy too. It's like over 10 grand, 20 grand, 30 grand just to have a kid. Sometimes we gotta read in between the lines. So you started seeing my daughter.
Yeah, just playing on Baird or some days. So just
What the fuck? I turned into the character for a second. I started speaking like someone who couldn't read and forgot how to read.
yeah, I'm playing on Mariner. So fuck.
Yeah, I plan on marrying her just so I will someday realize how I wasted my life. I will, of course, blame that on your daughter and make her life a living hell until she eventually builds up the courage to take the kitchen knife and end both me and her. So, you're into sports, or? I'm a firm believer that some people shouldn't be allowed to procreate, but obviously the logistics of going about, like, neutering certain people would be controversial, but nonetheless. I bring a sort of blue $56,875 in slots in 48 hours vibe to the 7th level of this parking garage that the guy I'm about to land next to don't really like. I mean, if I was going to end my life, if I was debating it, like if I was on the end of my rope, that's pretty much how I would go out. And I truly hope someone's there to record me doing it so they can say, "Do a flip!" And then I'll be memed and clowned on Twitter. Immortalized on Twitter hell. Aren't I such a good sibling? You forgot about this. Parents fighting and mom pulls out a knife while 4-year-old me and 3-year-old little brother are in bed. I pull my brother under the covers to avoid traumatizing him even more than he already was. That's another reason why we should just euthanize people. Just go straight past neutering and euthanize certain people. See, this is what you can expect if you vote me for president. Neuterizations, euthanizations, and minding your own business. Doesn't it sound like a perfect utopia? He's the best cave diver I know. Oh my god, dude, I hate these videos. Let's zoom in and enhance. Me watching the last recorded video of my dad. How do you like... God damn, man. How do people enjoy doing that stuff? Like, they... Just thinking about the pressure. I can't even stand being like going underneath like the bottom of a bed or whatever, like that tight space under the bed. That feels really bad to do. And just thinking about doing that in the earth. And there's a good possibility that, especially if you don't have the proper equipment, you're alone and something bad happens. Even if you have everything mapped out, you know the course you're going to take, you've done it before. If something fucks up, if the earth shifts just a tiny bit, or if a rock chips off somewhere or blocks you in, you're fucked. You're gonna suffer an agonizing slow death. This is so messed up. A marshal enters the track with a fire extinguisher to put out a car. 27-year-old Welsh guy with his shadow D&B at 270 kilometers. I have no clue what that means. I'm assuming it's some like Formula 1 thing or some racing thing. Dillydallying? I like that word. Me going home from work after dilly-dallying with bro all day and then coming back tomorrow after finding out he died in his sleep from an overdose? Holy shit. That was too real. They do always say the flame burns the brightest before it goes out. So, you never know what people are going through. Just be nice, be chill. Don't be mean to people for no reason. The plane took out all 3 stairwells. Me trying to break open my window so I can jump 100 stories to my death before the fire from the jet fuel reaches my office. My floor was above the impact zone. Is this about 9/11? I'm recording this on 9/11. This is a great way to memorialize a tragic event. So happy 9/11, everybody. I guess you won't pick up this time. You've played a happy role so well that when you finally did it, everyone thought you slept in. Jesus Christ. Everything is exactly the same as yesterday, but your phone continues to ring. That's another suicide meme. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. I mean, I'm I'm running out of things to say. My dialogue options are very limited. When the local homeless man tells me the story of his life, and it sounds strangely similar to how my life is going lately. Well, you know, at least homeless people aren't bound by the 9-to-5 rat race. They can just, they're not bound by anything. They have no money. They have nothing, no possessions. Just go, I don't know, run away to the forest and become a monk or something. Be careful what you wish for. Me in schooling/college years wishing that I get bullied, read bad. What? Me in schooling/college years wishing that I get bullied, read bad. Does that mean bullied real bad? Because then I can kill myself, mostly guilt-free, without thinking how it will make my loving family sad and they will move on without blaming themselves. Dear Lord, that is so sad, man. This feels like a cry for help. Are you okay, Dexter 2011412? How it feels to watch the news and hear about a brutal murderer, but the police drawing low-key looks like you. Who says I didn't do it? And then bro says, I know you've seen that. When you start snooping through bro's stuff because you're bored and find a shoebox filled with Polaroids of dead bodies under his bed. I know you've seen that. You want to be another Polaroid for my collection, buddy? I don't know, man. Clearly humans are a very flawed species. I think a meteor would solve a lot of problems. Me when I'm scary close to counting to infinity, so God splits my body into a sentient swarm of what once was flesh and bone that only exist outside the laws of reality. No one can see or hear me. I can't control my movements, and I'm forever forced to watch the world, the universe, and beyond fade to nothing. Rookie mistake. Yo, low-key, that sounds like a sweet existence. You get turned into like an ethereal, everlasting being, just being able to observe the universe, or observe the earth, I suppose. I would consider putting in an application to move up the ranks, being able to observe the solar system, maybe. Me when the doctor removes the wrong eye. This is a high IQ meme. High IQ, low effort meme. Undoubtedly, doctors have done that before. What was that? I seen this article recently about a doctor that like amputated his own legs for insurance fraud or something. And he did it because of a sexual fetish. I don't even know what to say, man. Fundamentally speaking, you're in the 50s and have been mistakenly alleged of aggravated homosexuality. You now know what will happen. See, that's another thing, man. Not even that long ago, like less than 100 years ago, people were getting killed for liking dudes. Well, dudes were getting killed for liking dudes. And then not even much longer before that, women were getting burned at the stake and tossed into rivers and bodies of water with cinder blocks on their feet because they knew how to do math. And then if you go back further than that, you can find some other heinous shit someone did down there somewhere along the road.
Can I borrow that pen?
What?
I don't know anything about this test. Oh, fuck. We should just go to the mall and walk around. My boy works at Spencer's.
Yeah, no, it's miserable. That'd be a miserable way to go out. I don't even want to watch the rest of that video. Why are they treating me like I'm a monster? My honest to God reaction when I kill the Skinwalker pretending to be me, and instead of my family praising me or at least feeling relief, they only scream louder in fear at me. Well, man, if that's your honest to God reaction, you may just be a Skinwalker, because that does not look like a human reaction to me. That's how I look whenever the Dino Nuggies come out of the air fryer. I go, always use PTO cover. Holy shit, that audio. Are you watching as the apprentice mistakenly turns on the PTO shaft while someone was servicing it? There's nothing we can do to save him. I don't know what a PTO shaft is. I know what a PP shaft is, though. Am I right? Me watching somebody's fictional analog horror ARG, but I see my old yearbook photo labeled The Deceased. That'd be really cool if someone just made a random ARG about like a handful of different people. That'd have to be such a niche little project, though. And they would have to obviously know the person. And then that ARG goes mega viral or whatever. And then the person they went to high school with or whatever sees it and they're like, The Deceased. Am I dead? Flick your ball sack to make sure you're alive. Distressing meme. Teachers when I was a kid. I hope everyone had a good recess. It's time for math. Teachers now. Active shooter, barricade the door. Timmy, don't you dare jump into that window. Yeah, I mean, yeah, humans are just devolving. We're evolving in the wrong direction. I can't even say for sure that we have evolved to a point of being good at all in our human history. I actually did it, guys. I caught one of Hawkeye's arrow. Here today, gone today. My dog having trouble breathing. Me trying to maintain composure, unaware she's going to die in less than 30 minutes. My mom panicking and not knowing what to do. It's midnight and all the pet hospitals are closed. The pet ones hit harder than anything else because I don't give a shit about humans. But animals don't deserve anything bad that happens to them. They're pure creatures. And that's just sad, dude. That's just sad. It's heartbreaking, man. I don't want to make this video anymore. I'm tired of it. Tired of it, Grandpa. That's too damn bad. That's what you guys say to me. That's too damn bad. Keep making the videos, you disturbing memes, monkey. That's what I am to you. That's what I am. I'm the disturbing memes clown. Me when I killed my roommate for stealing my meth and hiding it exactly where I left it last. Justice. Now you can sell his body parts for more meth. Think of that. Oh, that's a win. That's a win, baby. Parasite in my body, eating away at my intestines. You can be skinny, though. Without Ozempic, just a tapeworm. You're gonna give up after all that? Quitter. I do really like this artwork from Men to Manifest. These are really, really cool. I cannot be bothered to read all that. Call it TikTok brain or whatever. I ain't reading that. Me and bro after bro says, all bark, no bot. To the cartel after they leave us with a warning. That's what I'll never understand. I'll never understand that. People try to act like when people try to act big and tough around like scary groups of people, just leave, man, leave. Stop trying to inflate your ego. You're gonna get everyone killed. It was a normal day on the streets of Moscow, but now you will die more alone and afraid than any organism in the history of Earth. Oh, that's about that dog that the Russians sent into space, right? Aw. It's funny, but it's actually upsetting to see a deadass happen. POV, your school getting water gunned up, and you can't call for help because your state wanted to ban phones. Yeah, that's what I don't. Some rules just make no sense, and that's one of them. Another one is that you can't just like throw your shit at random people. Like, why? Why? It's mine. Free will and whatnot. I can do what I want. When the alien spacecraft hovering over the city drops a biological weapon capable of killing everyone in the continent within days. Turns out the 1 second flicker of it I saw in the sky months ago wasn't a hallucination like the doctor said, but an error in the alien's invisibility technology. I wish they would, dude. I wish they would do it right now. Please. Please. I'm gonna throw up. Humanity discovered time travel, but before we could fully document our past, it became commercialized and priceless historical data was lost to careless tourists. Would you please pick your destination? Time Traveler Tourism Incorporated Travel Advisor. This seems very realistic. If they do invent space or time travel, they will capitalism by milking it for all the money they can get out of it. Everything to every major country in the world is all about shmoney. All right, 1500 BCE, there's a safe space, there's a corrupted one, there's a bunch of altered, there's off limits, which is 1500 CE. What the fuck is CE? Is that just normal time? Like the after before? POV, you're just trying to get some sleep after seeing a triangle man. Every time I open my eyes, I see them hiding in the dark. I don't think they can follow me home. Why is this happening to me now? Why am I being punished by God? I thought I was a good person. I did what I had to do to survive. That doesn't make me a bad person, right? Yes, it does make you a bad person. Everyone's a bad person. Everyone sucks. Moral of the story, thank you for listening to my TED Talk, and I'll catch you in the next one.